This is your KSNT News Update.
Hey there, Northeast Kansas. Some developments even in the last 30 minutes or so. Of course, the winds still remain a big issue. We're talking about a north and northwesterly wind gusting close to 40 miles per hour, making for blizzard-like conditions across the northwest half of the viewing area. The same counties where we've been talking about the snow since the newscast this morning. Remember, we're on the air at 4:30 a.m. It's still snowing. I've actually updated my snowfall map, and you'll see that here in a second. But notice all of that blue color across most of the viewing area, painting those counties that are under the winter storm warning through lunchtime today. As we zoom in even further with our Max Track radar, we're zoomed into our north and western counties where the snow has not moved. Clay Center, Abilene, Junction City, Manhattan, Onega, Westmoreland, even Marysville, Frankfort, Blue Rapids, Washington, and Lynn. You name it, you are seeing the snow. One of my storm spotters out just north and west of Clay Center says 4 inches of snow in north central Clay County with visibilities less than 50 feet. That's about as close to a blizzard as you can get, especially considering that's just in the past hour, and you need 3 hours of those conditions to be an official blizzard. As we actually farther to our south and east, this is I-35, of course, kind of following that line. Lebo looks like you right on the line there between portions of Coffee, even Osage counties. You're in that purple color. Still could be a little bit of ice across the southeast counties this morning, but the cold air has completely caught up. The winter storm warning still in effect for almost the entire viewing area through lunchtime today. Speaking of, here's a big reason why, a brand new computer model coming in this morning. This is noon. We call it Future Track. Notice the blue color still across the eastern cities, including Topeka, Lawrence, and farther east into KC Mo. And then we quickly dry things out and we clear things out tonight, sending temperatures tomorrow morning into the single digits. Here's that updated snowfall map. We're up to 4 to 6 inches in the areas shaded in dark blue. Remember, it's still snowing, and I have reports on the ground of 4 inches of snow, plus all the blowing and drifting. Everybody else, a dusting to 2 inches with the snow working its way east.
All right, thank you, Kyle. We are keeping you up to date on everything going on on the roadways. And right now we do have Nicole Randall on the phone with KDOT. She's focusing primarily on the northeast part of our state. Good morning, Nicole.
Morning.
So how are road conditions continuing to get right now here in northeast Kansas?
At this point, road conditions are going to continue to deteriorate. We have treatment on them, but as things start to freeze and continue to freeze as the temperature decreases, and then we have snow moving in, we're going to have a completely different ball game. So we'll continue to treat throughout the storm, but then we're also, as snow moves in, we're going to start plowing. So you know, we will have trucks out on the road literally all day today between commutes. So we have the morning commute that we had to get pre-treatment down before everybody started going, but we had to wait for the rain to stop. And then as soon as we started doing that, the temperatures started dropping, so we started seeing sleet and freezing rain and things like that. So we're continuing to treat the highways, interstate Kansas highways and U.S. highways, and we are going to continue to treat throughout this storm, but the roads are going to be slick. They are as freezing temperatures continue, it is going to still happen. So everybody needs to stay cautious.
All right. Well, thank you for touching base with us this morning. We are going to keep in contact with Nicole all morning long. And no matter where you are in northeast Kansas, you can expect anywhere from a dusting to more than 4 inches of snow right now. KSNT News reporter Jared Thompson is live in the Little Apple. Jared, it looks like the snow is starting to really come down now.
Yes, it's definitely sticking to me, of course, and if you step outside, you'll definitely know, of course, it's very cold, but also very windy and very hard to keep your eyes open depending on which way you're facing. So, of course, let's take a look at these roads. Now, they're not too bad out here. That's because crews have been out here since 5 o'clock this morning, making sure that they're putting down salt to ensure that you're safe. But I will be checking in with the Public Works Department later on this morning to see exactly what the plan is for the rest of the day to make sure that you're safe on these roads. But for now, back to you, Brittany, live in Manhattan. Jared Thompson, KSNT News.
All right, thank you, Jared. We will be checking in with Jared all morning long to continue to keep you updated on what is happening in the Manhattan area. And right now, we do have a map of current road conditions. If you look at the key right there on the map, it shows what each color means. Roads in blue are partially covered up, and roads highlighted in purple are completely covered. And of course, it does look like many roads are in effect right now in terms of being partially or fully covered. Closer to Topeka, roads are just partially covered. And finally, those closer to Emporia, though, roads are starting to become completely covered up. Remember, you can get minute-by-minute weather updates sent straight to your phone. Make sure you download our KSNT mobile app, and we will also be live on air every 30 minutes.